Welcome everyone to our 2021 Kickoff, formerly known as the Thrive Drive. So glad you're with us. We have some more people who are joining, so we're excited for everybody that has joined tonight. We've got some great things in store for you. Since it is 7 o'clock and a scout is prompt, we're going to go ahead and kick things off. Before I turn it over, I'll just remind everybody to please use the Q&A when you have questions. All of our speakers tonight will be on the Q&A to help answer some of the questions that you might have, and that's a good way for us not to lose it. If you put it in the chat, there's a lot of stuff that comes in and we might miss it. So don't forget to use the Q&A. And now I will turn it over to Morgan Bitgood, who will kick us off for the evening. Morgan.
Hello, I'm Morgan Bitgood. I'm a Life Scout from Troop 13 Cranston, and I've been involved in scouting for a long time. I went to scouting events with my brother before I could officially join, and now that I'm officially involved, I've been doing things like serving on NYLT staff, serving on day camp staff, and now I'm working towards my Eagle. Thank you all for logging in tonight for 2021 Kickoff. 2020 has been a tough year on our scouting community, and we are excited to share ideas and tips on how to help your units come back and thrive in 2021. Tonight, you'll hear a special message from our Council President, Lloyd Albert, tips from Pac 1 Jamestown and Troop 1 Seekonk on how they've been able to continue meeting and hold successful recruiting events this year. Pat Afonso, Adventure-Based Camp Director, will share plans for next year on how base camp could be a great resource for your unit. Joram Northrup, Council Program Director, will share the great things coming for 2021 day camp. There will also be a special Yagu video highlights. Yoni Sunshine, Council Development Director, will tell you how the council is funded and how your units can raise money, all to provide great programs for your scouts. There will be a live question and answer portion of the evening led by Council Vice President of Membership, Dr. Chris Black. And then we'll wrap up with a message from our Scout Executive, Tim McCandless. Our presenters will be interacting with you throughout the presentations on the Q&A, but don't forget that we'll have a live Q&A towards the end of the evening. And to get us kicked off, please join me in watching this message from our Council President, Lloyd Albert.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Lloyd Albert. I have had the privilege and the benefit of serving on the executive board of the Narragansett Council for several years. And for the past couple of years, I have been the council president. What I can say is that we are dealing with an unprecedented year in scouting, in fact, in all youth organizations. And I can't tell you how proud I am of the way we have pivoted and transitioned to a virtual world. That work started in the middle of March and has been ongoing. We have done virtual campfires back in April and in May on Saturday evenings, virtual merit badges allowing scouts to continue their advancement. We've had camping in a box this summer. And the wonderful news is that we've been able to get outside in the later summer and into the fall at Yagu and other campgrounds, a little bit of overnight camping as well. And we have some good things to look forward to in 2021. We believe many Americans, most Americans maybe, will have vaccines in their arms by May or June. I think I heard an expert say that last night. If that's the case, Yagu could be a great experience for many, many of our scouts this year. The great Yagu experience this year coming up with a brand new 3 Points dining hall that is the envy of many councils across the country. I've been there a couple of times recently and I'm just stunned with how well it came out. So we're looking forward to a much better year of scouting next year. But to go back to 2020, the way we have been able to make that transition has been pretty impressive. So I think as we go forward, we have the Adventure Base Camp to be looking at. We think that's going to be a great opportunity to engage scouts over many years to come. And I do want to say that we want to place a very, very strong focus in the next year or two and beyond on membership growth. And we know that this year has been struggles regarding membership. We know it's been very difficult to recruit this fall season in the middle of a COVID-19 pandemic. And we are hoping that as things ease and we come out of this pandemic on the other end, that we can continue to grow scouting. because I fervently believe that there is no better program, youth program in this country relative to character building and leadership building than the Boy Scouts. And we're excited to have girls on board now. We're looking for our first Eagles on that side of the equation. And again, I'm pretty bullish on the fact that we've done a lot of good things this year to keep us going. Can't say the same thing candidly for a lot of councils across the country who have struggled, but a testament to the engagement of our team and our leadership team, the board, of course, but particularly to our volunteers, to our scoutmasters, assistant scoutmaster, den leaders, all of you who have been able, given these challenges and headwinds, to do what you were able to do this year is really amazing. I can't say thank you enough from the bottom of my heart for the great work that's been done, and that will give us a solid footing to move forward and to watch Scouting thrive once again in 2021. So I'd love to be doing this, as I said, face to face, but the idea of being virtual, many of us have had to do it this year. And I think we're getting better and better at it. And I really want to thank everyone who's embraced that. And for those of you who found it too challenging to meet virtually, maybe you take another look at it for the winter and spring to see if that's a possibility. But in any case, wishing all of you a good event tonight, a lot of good information coming your way, and wishing you all a very safe and happy and prosperous Christmas and New Year. Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you, Mr. Albert, for your inspiring message. Now, here are some highlights of just a few things our units have been up to this year. Now, we're excited to hear directly from two of our units on their recruitment and retention successes this year. We'll first hear from Pac 1 Jamestown and then from Link Troops 1 and 9 in Seekonk.
Hello everyone, my name is David.
And I'm Felice.
And we're the Sylvia family, and welcome to home base for Jamestown Pac 1.
Today, we're going to share with you how we keep scouting alive during these challenging times. It all starts with planning, and a lot of it. Right now, it's hard to know what the future holds. We have our big ideas planned out, like Pinewood Derby in February, popcorn in the fall, and our campouts. But besides that, we focus only on 2 to 3 months at a time. This allows us to take advantage of the moment. Like an amazing warm day in November is perfect for an impromptu event, like a sunset pack hike. Hikes are the easiest thing to do during COVID. Once you have your trail all mapped out, all you need to do is stagger the start times of each individual stable den. Check out our bear den, taking a sunset hike at Beavertail State Park. Once you have your plan, you need your pack. This year, recruitment has been very different, but how we recruit remains the same. We placed lawn signs throughout town, ads in the local newspaper, and school newsletter. Used Facebook as a way to promote. Make sure you use images of your pack. Those work the best. And since we're so close to the War College in Newport, we use them as a recruiting tool too. However, the best tool of all is the recruiter badge and the scouts themselves. We make a point to hand out a few of these every year at our first Pac meeting. And without fail, there are always more to hand out at our second Pac meeting.
Another great way to recruit is to take scouting to the next level. In addition to the Scout Oath and the Scout Law, here in Jamestown we believe in 3 key values: community, family, and fun.
Tuesday, November 10th. This year, I received a message from our charter organization, St. Matthew's, and they needed our help. They asked if we could help them rake leaves, pick up twigs around the property. I quickly emailed the leaders to get their feedback, and they quickly replied, yes, we're in. I emailed the whole pack moments later requesting participation in a service event that coming Saturday. I mentioned it was Tuesday, right? We had about 6 scouts that RSVP'd. That was enough in my books to get the job done. 6 scouts, 3 leaders, or so we thought. David and me and both our Cub Scouts arrived at the church on Saturday, and before I could blink, the whole pack was there. With rakes and gloves, ready to work, ready to support their charter organization, to support their local community, to support their pack. I know what you're thinking. How did you do this with COVID? Easy. I separated them into their stable dens, put them in their groups, divided the property into sections, and sent them off to get the job done. Word got out what we did. How Jamestown Pac 1 supported its community, and how our little landscapers, as the headline read, made the local paper that week. Events like this don't happen alone. They happen because families support the pack. Scouting is not like any other activity out there. It truly is something special. Something that parents get to experience with their scouts. So here in Jamestown, we encourage families to participate on any level that they're comfortable with. Not all moms like camping, not all dads like crafts. One way we encourage families to get involved is through Scout Book. We want them to see what adventures there are. We want them to understand what they need to complete. So when we're at our den meetings and it looks like the kids are just having fun, they're really learning amazing skills and values. Jamestown Pac 1 Scouts, whose parents actively use Scout Book throughout the year, earned more belt loops this past spring during the shutdown than Scouts whose parents aren't on Scout Book.
Another way to encourage our families to support is through pack meetings and events. We encourage siblings to attend, no matter their age, and as long as the activity is safe, we allow them to participate. Traditionally, our October pack meeting, we do Touch a Truck event with our Jamestown Fire Department. Unfortunately, with COVID, we could not pull this off this year. It's unfortunate. It is our most looked forward to event. So we set out on our mission to come up with a new plan. We took off to Camp Champlain. We were able to pick out a Saturday in October and spend a few hours on the amazing property. We started with opening ceremonies as a pack, 14 feet apart, masks on, and again, we then separated into our stable dens. One was at the BB range, another was at the archery, and another was hiking through the amazing property. At our next committee meeting, the leaders asked, when can we do it again? When can we go back? Everyone had a great time. Another successful pack event was our camp out in early fall. This was an event that we never were able to do last fall due to EEE, or in the spring due to COVID. This is what scouting is about, and many of our younger scouts were never able to experience this. How did we do it? We booked 3 campsites at Aquapark, each for our stables dens. This took a lot of coordination between the packs and families, but we got it done. Everyone who wanted to participate got the opportunity. We used the campfire as an opportunity to do fire safety. We stargazed at night, and we went on a hike 3 different dens at 3 different staggered times. You know what the first sign of a successful campout is? Scouts not wanting to leave when it's done.
Scouting is all about having fun and having a good time. If the kids are having fun, they'll tell their friends. Their friends' parents will contact you. Their friends will become scouts. It's that simple. If they're having fun, they'll continue scouting. They will remember you when you're in the local pizza shop, picking up your pizza on a Sunday night in your pajamas and slippers. Trust me, they will remember you. Scouting with COVID is no different than it was a year ago. Yes, there are new rules and some of the activities we can't do. But scouting is actually easier. The smaller group size allow you to focus in more details on the adventures and requirements, giving each scout more time and individual attention. Keeping it outside is the foundation of scouting. If we can do it, you can do it. Make a plan, support your community, get those parents involved, and most importantly, have fun. If your scouts are having fun, word will spread.
Hi, I'm Ben. I like Scouts because we can go camping. I also like learning to be a good citizen and clean the community. And I like trying new things like vegetables, doing tiger bites.
Oh, what does that one say? Courteous.
Oh, I can't.
Oh, nice. Oh, let's see what you got. Oh, I like Logan. Nice.
Oh, the yellow kind of.
Oh, let's see what you got, Andrew. Wow, I love it.
Oh, look what we found.
Let's see, Benji. Whoa, good.
Hello, my name is Andrew, and because I love Cub Scouts, I like seeing my friends and Cub Scout meetings.
Hi, my name's Arthur. I'm a bear. My favorite things about Cub Scouts is archery, shooting, and fun things. I'm also very good at archery and shooting.
Hi, I'm Christopher, and I like Cub Scouts because of all the activities you get to do that you would never get to do anywhere else, and you get to meet so many great people and have so many opportunities.
Hey, I would just like to say I'm glad to be a Cub Scout because it's really fun to do all the campouts and hikes and all the other meetings we do where we learn new things. And I really enjoyed the archery and BB gun shooting thing. I really enjoyed that. I'm glad to be a Cub Scout, and I'm excited to advance to Boy Scouts so that way I can keep doing exciting new things as I grow older.
Hi, my name is Luke, and something I like in Scouts is I like going camping. I got this in the Netherlands. I went camping with Scouts from there. I like doing community service. What we did to help out the environment was we went next to a church and picked up lots and lots and lots of leaves. But most of all in Scouts, what I like is I like spending time with my friends on weekends, and it's just, I don't know, it's really fun. Bye.
Hi, I'm Michelle Grise, Committee Chair for Troop 1 and Troop 9 Seekonk. 2019 was a great year. We went on all kinds of adventures. This March, however, we ended up spending a lot more time indoors than we originally planned. The parents did really appreciate the Scouts spending more time in the kitchen working on their cooking skills. We did continue to meet virtually, but it really just wasn't the same. The Scouts wanted to be together, not on a Zoom meeting. In the spring, we were very fortunate to have some new Scouts come over from Pac 88 Rumford. We had a great relationship before quarantine, which really helped. But we were able to have this wonderful socially distanced / virtual crossover ceremony that was unlike any we've ever had. We had this great virtual bike ride in the spring. We encouraged each of the families just to go out on their own and take a bike ride and then camp in their backyards. We had a Zoom meeting that night so we could each talk about our day. This summer, we actually discovered some great new local spots to hike and to canoe. And since our Scouts were getting tired of virtual merit badges, we headed outside and we had a whole series of merit badges we offered, including environmental science, geocaching, and bird study. This winter, we plan to do a mix of virtual and outdoor activities, things that can be done at home or in small groups, like the astronomy and space exploration merit badges. Throughout 2020, our scouts have continued to volunteer, and I think it really helps them to have this sense of community and purpose. We often submit articles to our local newspaper, and we post things to the community pages on Facebook, and this really helps to get the word out about what our scouts are doing. The families are looking for something new right now. They're looking for new opportunities, and the more excited your current families are about what you're doing, they're going to share, and that's going to encourage others to join in the fun.
Great job, Pack 1, Troop 1, and Troop 9 for keeping your scouts engaged. You gave us all some great tips to take back to our units for our scouts. Now we'll hear from Pat Alfonso and Joram Northrup about Adventure Base Camp and Day Camp.
Hi, my name is Patrick Alfonso, and I'm the Director of Adventure Base Camp for Narragansett Council. Adventure Base Camp is a program for units and families to experience scouting in a fun new way. We have year-round programs that include themed events like our Pinewood Derby workshop and our pocket knife safety course. We also offer Cub Scout adventures, merit badges, and rank advancement classes. On Saturdays, we offer our open adventure program where you can explore Adventure Base Camp all at your own pace. We have 3 awesome shooting sports ranges, a brand new BMX course, an axe yard, and much more. Many of our events are geared towards a wide range of ages, which means you can bring your whole family for a day of fun. We have 4 wicked awesome events happening this December. On December 19th, join us for a holiday adventure day filled with Christmas lights, self-guided hikes, hot chocolate, BB and archery shooting, and you'll even be able to do crafts with Santa. I hope to see you there. On December 28th, we kick off the last week of winter break with an Animal Detectives program from our friends at 15-Minute Field Trips. The Animal Detectives program teaches kids great observation skills and how to identify animals based on their homes, tracks, and other things they leave behind. On December 29th, we'll be hosting a full moon hike at Adventure Base Camp. This unique experience will include a short hike through Camp Champlain, constellation-themed crafts, hot chocolate, discussions about nocturnal animals, and stargazing. Our last Adventure Base Camp event of 2020 will be a hot one. On December 30th, get a chance to join Adventure Base Camp Survival School for a day of fire building. Learn from the pros how to safely build and light fires in varying conditions while minimizing your campfire impact. To learn more about these events, visit our website, www.adventurebasecamp.org. Is there a rank requirement or award your scouts are having trouble earning? Outdoor cooking requirements? Shooting sports awards? We can help with that. Our qualified Adventure Base Camp staff are here to facilitate great personalized programs just for your unit. If you're just in need of a space to complete outdoor requirements, we can help with that as well. For more information about custom programs, please contact me at Patrick.Afonso@scouting.org. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope to see you all at Adventure Base Camp in the future.
Hey everyone, it's Joram. I'm out here at Adventure Base Camp, Camp Champlain in Cranston, Rhode Island. It's December, it's a little bit cold, it's a little bit quiet, but it's exciting to think that in only about 6 months, this camp, along with Camp Aquapog and Camp Norse and Camp Yagu, are all going to be full of scouts enjoying our summer camp programs. Kids join Scouts because they want to experience outdoor adventure. They want to go fishing. They want to shoot BB guns. They want to make s'mores and do all the awesome things that we offer at summer camp. Parents want their kids to join Scouts and go to camp for all those same reasons, but also because they want their kids to be outdoors. They want them to be off of screens, learning how to be independent, how to be good leaders and good citizens. Of course, Pac should want every one of their cubs to go to summer camp. That's why they join Scouts. Not only will summer camp provide them with outdoor adventure, adventure. It'll keep them engaged in the pack, and they'll be more likely to come back in the fall and stay in scouting for years to come. This year has been really tough for kids. Virtual meetings, they're just not the same. Remote learning is really tough. Kids need to be outside this summer. Places like day camp and family camp are an easy way to give them that experience. Of course, there are challenges, and we really have no idea what the state of things will be in June, but we are hopeful that things will turn around and that we'll have kids out in our camps this summer. We know that whatever camp looks like, it's going to be safe. We're going to strictly follow guidance from the states, from the CDC, and with that, we'll provide a memorable, positive, and again, safe outdoor experience. This year's day camp theme is Scout versus Wild. We're planning on running 8 weeks of day camp at Camp Champlin, 8 weeks at Camp Norse, and 5 weeks at Camp Aquapark. All that kicks off on June 21st. Each week of camp is going to have a unique theme, so that means that a scout who attends multiple weeks of camp will have a different experience each week. Different programs, different activities, different crafts, different themes. That helps keep the scouts engaged week after week, and in fact, most campers who come to day camp end up coming for multiple weeks. Day camp is going to cost $230 this summer, and that's for scouts with the adventure card. Campers without the adventure card will pay $250 for a week of camp. Additional weeks are going to cost $140. So if a camper wants to come to camp for more than 1 week, they pay $230 for that first week and then $140 for each week after that. There's also opportunities to save more money. If a scout signs up before February 28th, the cost for that first week of camp is only $215. And all that's required to lock down that price is a $35 deposit. And we hope that every pack will consider this final option. If your pack commits to promoting summer camp to your cubs, if you host a camp promotion, which the council will provide, you pay only $200 per scout. All you have to do is make that commitment that your pack will go to camp this summer by February 28th, host a camp promotion, and we'll provide a discount code for your families to register on their own. That means the pack doesn't have to handle collecting any money or health forms. All you have to do is commit to promoting camp to your families, to making camp the highlight on your pack's calendar, and your scouts will pay only $200 for that first week of camp. And of course, scholarships are available for any scouts who need assistance. You can learn more about that. You can sign up for camp. You can sign up for your pack promo at ncbsa.org/daycamp. As always, any questions about camp, you're welcome to reach out to me, joram.northup@scouting.org. And I'm looking forward to seeing everyone in person at camp this summer.
It sounds like there's some great things coming up for Scouts to get outside. Up next is a video from Yagu Scout Reservation.
Welcome to Yagu Scout Reservation, a scout adventureland forever. Our 2,000-acre reservation, nestled in the heart of southern Rhode Island, has been an escape to the great outdoors for youth for over 100 years. With 3 camps on one reservation, there's a culture and history of tradition for all to explore. Each camp with its own song and cheers, mascots, and individual waterfront, with access to our 164-acre freshwater pond. Experience our historical dining halls with our top-notch menu and dining, with songs and cheers, and even performances put on. Enjoy our fresh-baked goods, made right in our Yagu bake shop. Our experienced kitchen staff created a menu that accommodates all food allergy, sensitivity, and dietary restriction needs. With almost 50 merit badges being offered here at Yagu, there is much to experience. If climbing is your passion, take a walk over to our Challenge Center, where scouts climb and learn teamwork and experience empowering activities. Discover all of environmental sciences and animal studies at our Kelly Nature Center, with our staff that ensures that every scout get the best quality of program. Our Gus Anthony Stockade, where you can take on art, Indian lore, basketry, leatherwork, and wood carving. Learn and experience handling a firearm or bow at one of our 3 shooting ranges. Get your hands dirty at the Yagu Barn with farm mechanics and plumbing. Our Camp Craft Center features scouting favorites, pioneering, orienteering, wilderness survival, and cooking. For our scouts looking for rank advancement from tenderfoot to first class, our new Frontier program is for you. Scouts can achieve their early rank advancements, such as Totenship, Firemanship, Map, and Compass, at a time that works best for them, giving Scouts the opportunity to rank advance while enjoying all that Yagu has to offer. Of course, our waterfronts with sandy beaches and clear waters where you can kayak, canoe, paddleboard, row, sail at our Ashaway Aquatic Center, which specializes in small boat sailing, giving Scouts the opportunity to not just learn to sail, but get hands-on instruction from our dedicated, passionate staff, or take on Adventure Island. Yagu also is blessed with 3 chapels and 3 chaplains who offer daily worship, Tuesday through Sunday. 4 trading posts, the 407, the Blockhouse, the company store, and don't forget to stop by the Sandy Beach Trader. Even our Scoutmasters can put their badge and advancement orders in on Saturday and are ready for pickup on Sunday. Yagu being over 100 years old, it certainly has its traditions. Our Sunday Dress Parade. The Memorial Bell Tower, where Scouts pay homage every day at noon. OA ceremonies. Scouts can even complete their Brotherhood membership at camp. Songs. Cheers. The Knights of Yagu. And of course, our world-famous Saturday night show. Our spacious evergreen campsites give the very best camping experiences with our patrol-sized tents, each tent sleeping 6 to 8 Scouts. New shower houses with private showers in each camp. No latrines at Yagu. Flush toilets throughout our reservation. Our staff provides the very best in customer service, vowing to always find a way to say yes, going over and beyond to make sure you have the best summer camp experience. It's a big commitment for adult leaders to attend. Our Factors Club, Wi-Fi access, adult leader training, segments, and Knights of Yagu give our adults the very best summer camp experience. They know the beauty and impact of Yagu. They return year after year to bring the best to the summer camp program. Known for their pride in tradition, heart, spirit, and safety, Yagu Scout Reservation, the premier camp of the Northeast. Let us not just show you, come experience for yourself. An Adventureland forever. Learn more and make your reservation today at yagu.org.
I'm very excited to go back to Yagu this summer, and I hope you all are too. For more information, visit yagu.org and reserve your spot today. Next up is Yoni Sunshine to share some ideas around funding our program.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Yoni Sunshine. I'm the Development Director for the Narragansett Council Boy Scouts of America. Welcome to my office. I'm going to speak with you tonight about our fundraising plan for 2021. I'm going to go over first our Friends of Scouting plan, then the adventure card, and then I'll talk about popcorn. Many of you have participated in Friends of Scouting over the years, but for those who are not yet really initiated with the program, let's just start with the basics. Friends of Scouting is an important annual fundraising campaign planned, directed, and conducted by volunteers. It's the opportunity for families, friends, alumni, businesses, and community organizations to support the scouting program that we all believe in. And annually, more than 3,000 businesses, individuals, civic organizations donate to Friends of Scouting, and over the past few years, we've achieved new heights. It's the same things that you want out of scouting, we want for your scouts. You can't do it without financial support. So without Friends of Scouting, we can't operate our 9 camping properties. Can't make all of our activities as affordable and low cost or no cost as possible, including camporees, Klondikes, and air badge days. Friends of Scouting provides resources for training so that every youth in the council can have a trained adult leader. Provides accident and liability insurance for all youth and adult leaders. It provides program support, scout book for every unit, AV equipment, newsletters, websites, roundtable materials, advancement program supplies, staffing, and also allowed us to be creative and dynamic and flexible as we address the socially distanced way to provide scouting program this year through virtual merit badges and the Yagu network. So what is new for 2021? Right, the Narragansett Council is implementing an adventure card fee to improve financial sustainability, and we will no longer conduct unit presentations. The council will harness the passions and connections of volunteers as we move to a new model that focuses on people-to-people giving strategy. So in the past, we've asked every PAC, troop, host, and crew to host a unit Friends of Scouting presentation, most often at a court of honor or a unit role. We're not going to do that this year. We are going to continue to ask for support from our past donors, from our units, through letters and emails and phone calls and including them into this new model. But we are not going to try to organize 250 presentations. Focus on the parts that really secure the support rather than the event presentation in itself, right? And that's really donor communication, because people are inspired by people they know, who are passionate about causes, especially the Boy Scouts, right? And we need to tap these passions and these connections. We need your help to make that happen. So we need scouting champions who will help us with our plan. And the plan is to really get these champions to identify a manageable network of friends, families, people with pro scouting affinities that they can reach out to directly and ask for support. And this is actually based off of a model that we use for many events. But this can be a lot of fun, makes a lot of people feel good to support our organizations, help kids get outside and become prepared for life and learn. They can watch on a thermometer progress, they can see who's given. And so it makes it kind of fun, you know? and like I said, fundraising, it's fun, you know, when we're getting wins and when we are making an impact. And, you know, I think that people really actually will support this campaign. And I know that people will continue to support Scouting because I've seen it this year. And if we can raise money this year, we can definitely raise money in the future. Scouting's all about adventure, right? And this adventure card really provides you with a whole lot of value by giving you access to adventures locally at Adventure Base Camp at Camp Champlain, but also up at New England Base Camp in Milton and in Granite Base Camp in New Hampshire, just outside of Portsmouth. So first of all, it gives you access to lots of places where you can enjoy scouting, right? Provides you with free programs at the open program at Adventure Base Camp. And this is available every weekend at all in-network base camps. So the ones that we talked about, that's a $25 value each. We talked about satellite adventures at the others, but they're Cub Scout specific activities that will be planned and programmed throughout the year. There's also online resources and programs that are made available. And part of that is our growing virtual scouting program, which was such a hit, we're only going to continue doing that. So there's also discounts, right? So there's 20% discount for summer camp at all in-network camps. So if you go to Yagu, 20% discount, right? Campsite and cabin rentals, 20% discount at our camps. iAdventure and special programs at the base camps, right? So that might be CPR first aid, car, and auto maintenance, might be yoga at midnight, right? And adventure kits and other online programs, right? And there's volume discounts, so there's 6% back for every $1 spent on scouting in network camps. And they're also adventure card exclusive, so select additional programs available only to adventure card holders at our camps. And so some of these include Base Camp After Dark, Early Bird Base Camp Adventure, and special offers throughout the year. Now, this is a new program, right? But what we really hope is that this allows more people, more kids in particular, to enjoy scouting outside, right? We've all been cooped up in front of our screens, and we are investing in this property at a central location to make it accessible family friendly. Just built a new BMX track, which is pretty sweet. An axe yard. All sorts of really cool high adventure stuff, low adventure stuff, things that are accessible to low ones and the big ones. And so this should really provide lots of program for you to just plug and play. That's the goal, to make life easy for you, right? So the final thing we'll talk about is popcorn, right? This year, we raised over you raised over $227,000 in sales. It's unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, the easy money that you all have made in the past by sitting in front of a grocery store, you couldn't do it this year. You couldn't really go door to door. Very impressive, the dedication and the output from your scouts. So way to go, right? And with increased commission back to our units this year, they earned over $86,000 cash money in their pockets. We had 3 units that sold over $10,000. And shout out to Troop 303 Swansea, who's always one of the leaders who sold over $15,500 popcorn this year. So we'll continue using Campmaster again in 2021. So there are no significant changes in 2021. But again, I think we'll be able to harness online sales in a way that we've never before been able to. And it seems like people are a lot more comfortable with that, and people are a lot more comfortable with things being delivered directly to them, right? There's no risk in selling popcorn, right? There are no upfront costs. You only pay for what you sell. Not every council works that way, I can tell you that. So we accept the returns and we take back what you don't sell, right? This will allow you to fund your scouting adventures all year long. We recently increased the commissions, right? Online sales only provide you with a higher rate of commission, right? Lots of prizes that are available to scouts, and there are lots of opportunities to support our military with multiple donation options. And so, generally speaking, right, we're going to have our launch of popcorn in early August of 2021, right? And then we'll have show and sell order due in the system about a week and a half or 2 weeks after that. Early September, we'll have show and sell distribution, right? Early October, full return day. The end of October, show and sell payments, file returns, take orders, and price orders are due. Then in November, right around Thanksgiving time, we'll have our take order distribution day. In December, we'll have a top sellers fund day, and early December, our final payment deadline, right? The base commission for all units selling popcorn is 38%, but there's also a 2% bonus commission for units who grow 10% more than the previous year's sale. That's a great opportunity for you all in 2021, right? And 38% online sales commission too. There's also different thresholds and checkpoints where you can get even more bonus prizes, 400 online sales, Campmaster Amazon gift card incentive. If you scout sell $750 or more, you could register for the Top Sellers Fund Day. If you sell over 3,000, there's Campmaster High Achiever Program. And if Scout sells over 3,500, there's a super bonus prize that gives them the option of a free week at Narragansett Council Summer Camp. And this year, we offered a Nintendo Switch with 1 game, kayak and paddle, and flotation devices, or a GoPro camera. And we'll do something similar to that. So that's fundraising in a nutshell for 2021. Just want to really express our gratitude and deep appreciation for everyone who helps make scouting thrive.
Thank you! Thank you, donors. Thank you for your support.
Thank you, leaders. Thank you, donors. My son loves it. I love it. We love you.
That was great, Yoni. Thank you. This is a live Q&A portion of the evening, led by Dr. Chris Black, our Council's Vice President of Membership. Dr. Black, the floor is yours.
Hi, Morgan. Thank you. And what a great job everybody's doing today. And this is just an opportunity that Tiffany and I thought would be good if we had any questions out there. Certainly the themes of our great units that have been doing such a good job recruiting, and what we're hearing from all of the units who are continuing to grow in this tough time, is having consistency in program. Certainly continuing to meet, have a plan, and it may have to be adaptive based on the time we're in, but certainly having a plan and having consistent meetings and reaching out to our people is something that is very important. So, Tiffany, do we have any questions specifically for some of our panelists today?
Well, we had one from Pac one earlier asking what they're planning to do for winter and spring, and that was answered. But Chris, I know you got a pretty active pack and troop that you're working with. What ideas do you guys have for winter and spring?
Well, we sat down at the beginning of the year like we have every other year, and it was an interesting time. We started a pack April 1st, so I don't think there was probably a more unique time to start a new unit, but we actually have the whole year planned out. We have a contingency to do some in-person learning as well as at-home learning if we have to. So we have meetings scheduled for the rest of the year. We've actually had to break up our meetings into two groups because we've had so many new people come in who want to enjoy the program. So we're trying to follow the playbook, but yet serve the needs of the families in the community. So I think the biggest thing for us was just planning ahead and never having to scramble week to week. And it was in, getting the parents and the volunteers involved. We've been outside a lot. We've hiked a lot. We've done meetings outside basically we can. We've been to the camps. We've really utilized the resources that we have, and we've reached out to the community as well, getting out locally and, certainly doing what we can. I think the two units who presented tonight really covered so many things that we've heard from not only our unit in town, but from all the units that we've heard across the council that have been very successful so far. And it's staying active, staying engaged, and working together.
So true. In fact, when I was watching those videos, I thought, man, they make it sound really easy.
Well, and I think one of the things that they said, it was actually, it's easier and it seems more fun, right? I think sometimes when it got out of control, we lost the connection with the individual units and the families. So when we've kind of become like a one-room schoolhouse again, we kind of have stronger relationships. So I think that was I picked up on that, which is it was actually more fun and somewhat easier. So she's right. That was a good comment.
Yeah. Okay, we've got some more that are rolling in now. This is great. So someone has asked, how are the year-over-year numbers for membership, specifically in Cub Scouts?
Well, Tiffany and I have talked about this, and as we can expect, it's certainly not as good as it was last year. The true honest answer, that will come as recharters are coming in. We are certainly, unfortunately, expecting a decrease in overall membership, but we also are seeing a lot of retention. So we are having units pony up to the charter earlier than we expected. We're getting more numbers of units cooperating on getting those numbers in. So, by the first of the year, we're going to have a real better look at where we're at. It's not a surprise to say that we'll probably be down in numbers. Any youth organizations, or heck, anything in the communities is down, but our key is retention, continue to provide the program and the great things that we do provide the community. And really, that's where we're looking to go for this year. Tiffany, anything to add on that? I think we've spoken about that a number of times.
Yeah, the one thing I think I would add to that is that we're going to start some council-sponsored units. That's a brand new thing that we're able to do. And they're going to be run, at least initially, out of Adventure Base Camp. And our hope is that we can start some to run out of North. So we have Rhode Island and Massachusetts covered. But the idea is not to take youth away from their units, but for units that just haven't been able to start back up during the pandemic, that the Scouts can participate in that to stay engaged. And when the units are ready to restart, that the Scouts could go back and not really miss out on that scouting opportunity. So that's the only other thing I'd add to that. So if you're kind of on the fence, if your unit's going to be able to renew this year, maybe reach out to your DE and get some more information on the council run units and promote that to your Scouts.
Yeah, and I think one of the things is one of that themes is retention, right? And if a unit is struggling and it may not be able to reach charter or not, we want to be able to reach out to our brothers and sisters in the community and say, hey, look, we got some scouts. We need to make sure that they stay in scouting and continue on. So I think that was one of the big things that we need to make sure we also continue to do.
Yeah, for sure. We had another question just come in. How are PACs planning Pinewood Derbies if their meeting places are closed due to COVID?
You know, that's a great question, I think. And, you know, we were toying around with that idea ourselves. I don't know. I mean, maybe some of the tracks can be set up outside. You know, hopefully by the spring, when most of the Pinewood Derbies do occur, we'll have a little bit more handle on, you know, what the state of the world is. We'd love to hear some creative ideas for sure.
Yeah. That is all that I've seen come in so far on the Q&A, though I do want to answer one question live that was already answered. Someone had asked if there was any thought to closing a Rhode Island camp for a day or a weekend to let Massachusetts units come in and use it. And while that is an awesome idea and we would love to do that, that is not something we can do because of the current restrictions in place from our governors for COVID. It's just the travel restrictions. But we have a great partnership with Spirit of Adventure. And so we can use facilities that they have, specifically the New England Base Camp. They offer lots of great programs up there. And even as we go into 21, we have the new adventure card in our council. They also have an adventure card. And so that's going to allow our scouts to receive the same great benefits at the New England Base Camp that they're receiving at Adventure Base Camp. So I know that's not an awesome answer because it's going to make you go a little bit further away from home, but we still have opportunities with our neighboring councils in Massachusetts for our Massachusetts units. And Chris, there hasn't been anything else that's come in. Right, so
very good. We'll turn it back over to Morgan, or
yeah.
Actually, or is Tim? Well,
Morgan to introduce Tim.
All
so
right.
Morgan, take it away.
Okay. Thank you, Tiffany, and thank you, Dr. Black. To wrap us up this evening, it is my pleasure to introduce our Scout Executive, Tim McCandless.
Hey, thanks, Morgan. It's great to be with everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in tonight. We're glad to have you with us. I'm going to share my screen and see if I can accomplish that. Let's see if that will work. Hold on just a moment here. There we go. I want to just thank everyone that's participated, particularly Pac 1 Jamestown, Troop 1, Troop 9, Seekonk. Great video presentations you guys did, giving some great ideas for folks on doing scouting. One of the things I've been most impressed with over the last few months is the pace of kids achieving their Eagle Scout rank has not slowed down during the pandemic. It's really been shocking to me in a good way. This is just 3 examples of recent Eagle Scout service projects being done by Life Scouts that are working to finish up their Eagle Scout award over the last month or so. This is just 3 of many from Dartmouth and Massachusetts and Lakeville and Fairhaven. Actually, the Fairhaven is the doing the Scouting for Food project. The service projects that our Eagle Scouts have done and the Scouting for Food projects that many units did in different ways this year because we couldn't do it in the traditional way. We appreciate everyone that was able to work to help their communities and help those who need our support. So thank you for doing that. You know, we also just celebrated our first female Eagle Scout. So the first girl that joined scouting on the first day she could back in February 1st, 2019, has completed all her requirements, passed her border review. She's an amazing young lady, Regina Colera. And she just had her, it's the first Eagle Scout Court of Honor that I participated in via Zoom, but it was wonderful. And she's a true scout and did an awesome job. She came in a scouting family. She was doing scouting long before girls were allowed to be scouts, and she has done an amazing job earning that and is a great credit to the scouting program. My sister, who I grew up with, is jealous. She had 4 brothers who got their Eagle Award. She was a wannabe. She always wished she could. She tagged along on most scouting things, but she could never do it. So she's so happy for the young ladies today that they can do that, and that's awesome. The other thing is outside is the place to be when we can right now. We do have some ever changing, particularly right now with the surge of COVID cases. We do have some tighter restrictions in Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and Connecticut, depending on your state, on our outdoor activities. You can go to our website and learn the latest as we learn that. But when we are able to get outside, that is absolutely the place to be. And I've seen so many great examples of units doing outdoor activities. Troop 15 in Attleboro up at Camp Norris doing a day of activities out there and campfire and everything else. Awesome. We've formed our hiking club and encouraging units to do hiking, as Pac 1 Jamestown told us that's the easiest activity, safe to do it with small groups, and a great scouting activity to do. We've been posting on Facebook many great opportunities for hiking both in Massachusetts and Rhode Island. So stay tuned for more posts about that as we go. Troop 1 Seekonk at Massasoit State Park out on a safe COVID-friendly hike very recently on just the day after Thanksgiving. So that is a great thing both PACs and troops can be doing right now. And we're so excited for units that have been doing things to support their community, and our scouts in Wareham supporting the local police department and doing another Eagle Scout service project out there. We appreciate so much the great work that's being done there as well. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who's making all of this possible. We put a promotion out there of, it's our hashtag Get Scoutside, or Get Scouts Outside, so to speak. And there's a patch you can earn for that. If your PAC does outdoor activities, you can learn more on our website about that. We're continuing to make all of our camps, when we're allowed to by the states for outdoor activities, we're continuing to make them available for free for you to do daytime meetings, or when we're able to. We're not at the moment, but when we are able to do overnight tent camping. We're not able to use indoor facilities at this point in time because of the COVID restrictions, but that is continuing to be available to you. And if you don't have a meeting place available, and I know that is a challenge for some of our units, if you are near one of our camps, you can use our camps for meeting places. You do have to reserve in advance because we have to limit the numbers of people in any of our camps at any one time because of state restrictions. So you do have to reserve in advance. You cannot just show up. That poses a problem for us if that happens. So be sure and do that. You can do that on our website as well. We're excited about the Merit Badge College coming up for our troops. It will happen, but it will happen virtually. We have over 600 spots that were originally available for Merit Badge signups for all the different classes, and most of them are taken. So most classes are filled, but there are still a few that have some space in them. So if your scouts have not signed up for one of the virtual Merit Badges coming up in January, please do so. We're optimistic that some of the restrictions will be eased a little bit for some of the outdoor activities over the coming weeks. And with that, you heard Pat Afonso talking about several of the outdoor activities we plan to do at Adventure Base Camp in Cranston, and Tiffany mentioned New England Base Camp in Milton, our partner with Spirit of Adventure, also offering base camping options. They're also, depending on the restrictions as those fluctuate, we're going to be making programs available there. We also intend, again, restrictions allowing, that in January and February, we'll be offering 4 Klondike Derbies for Scouts and Cub Scout Iditarod for the Cub Scouts. So we'll have Klondike Derbies at Camp Cashlot, at Camp Norris, at Buck Hill, at Camp Champlin, and at Camp Yagu this winter. And those traditionally are very well attended events, both the Cub Scout Iditarod and the Scout Klondike Derbies. And that is a great safe place to be, is outdoors. And the committees have already been working on organizing them and making sure all the programs are done in a COVID safe way. So you can look forward to more details coming up on that. You heard from Joram that we're proceeding full speed ahead for in-person Cub Scout day camps at Norris, Champlin, and Aquapog, as well as Scout Summer Camp at Yagu. We are optimistic that we'll be able to go full bore with those. And again, our teams are already working with developing all the procedures necessary for COVID safe program delivery at our camps. And we're also hopeful for the vaccine this spring. Keep in mind that this council is blessed that thanks to many donors, we have a an assistance fund to help scouts, whether it's for camperships in the summer or is to be of assistance potentially with adventure card fee or other fees if they have financial need. And so there is an application on our website that can be accessed for people to apply for that for assistance. But our commitment is that we will help your unit make sure that every kid can be a scout, every kid can go to day camp or summer camp. And we will work with those families and your unit and others to make sure we can provide assistance wherever possible. Back in 2019, of course, we didn't do normal summer camp this last year, but in 2019, the Narragansett Council was able to provide over $300,000 in financial assistance to help kids where the families had financial need to participate in scouting. I do want to clarify one thing that was said about the adventure card. The adventure card is new. And so there's a couple of things that are changing, or not changing, but that are new for that, and a couple of things that were said that I just want to clarify. So the adventure card, people are making that payment with their charter fee, but that's for 2021. The adventure card is not in place yet for 2020, but it will be beginning January 1. And we do offer open adventure days at Camp Adventure Base Camp many Saturdays. It was actually said that we offer every weekend. It's not every weekend. Some weekends we have special programs going on. There is a fee, a discounted fee for adventure card holders for our specialty programs, but the open adventure days will be most Saturdays, not every Saturday, but most Saturdays, and your adventure card provides free admittance to that. Our partner councils in Boston and in New Hampshire, as travel restrictions ease, we will be having a reciprocal arrangement that adventure card holders in our council will be able to visit their base camps for their open adventure days. But that will not go into effect till probably around April 1, the reciprocal arrangement. We're working out all the logistics, and it's more complicated than you might think, but all three councils are committed to that, and we're working out the details of that and stay posted for that. Lastly, I just want to say, ladies and gentlemen, how much we appreciate you. We appreciate all that you do for scouting, for the kids in scouting, to make scouting thrive in your pack or troop. We know it has been difficult during COVID, and that has posed special challenges to many families, to many leaders for all kinds of reasons. I hope that you and your family are healthy and well. If our team can provide assistance to you or help to you if you are going through difficulty, please let us know. We are scouting families and we help each other out. And so we hope you will reach out to us if you're going through some difficulties. If there's anything our team can do to be of assistance to you, we want to be there for you. I hope that you will have an enjoyable holiday season coming up, whatever holidays you celebrate, and we get a great start to 2021. Thank you to Morgan and to all those who put on our program tonight. Back to you, Morgan.
Thank you, Mr. McCandless. I'm excited to get back to scouting for 2021, and I know my fellow scouts are as well. Thank you to all of our video contributors and panelists this evening, and I thank you to everyone joining us tonight, including those on Facebook. I hope that you all got some helpful tips to take back to your units, and happy holidays, and we'll see you all in 2021. Thank you. Good night.